You're listening to the Seabrook Business Waves. This is a monthly podcast focusing on economic development initiatives around the city of Seabrook, Texas. Seabrook is located southeast of the city of Houston on Galveston Bay. Our city is 9 square miles with 13,000 residents who are eager to welcome your new business to our community. I'm your host, Paul Chavez, Economic Development Director for the city of Seabrook. And joining me, as always, is our co-host,
Patricia Patel, Seabrook Economic Development Coordinator for the city of Seabrook. Paul, let's start this episode by talking about our newly updated comprehensive master plan, as well as highlight a few commercial properties available for sale. And finally, we'll share our experiences at the Retail Live trade show that was held in Austin at the beginning of September.
Nice.
So let's get started by discussing the recently updated comprehensive master plan.
Well, the comprehensive master plan is our city's master planning document that serves as a strategic guide for the development of policies, zoning, and for prospecting. Many communities have them, either for their entire city or for targeted areas of the community that they are seeking to develop and or redevelop. But for economic development purposes, it's an incredibly useful document for providing guidance with prospecting, helping to guide our efforts with finding the right sites for our prospects, depending on the industry.
Okay, so what does this mean to you? What does this mean for economic development?
I'm glad you asked. I mean, it answers the question, where are we going as a community? Economic development is, and I say this pretty often, economic development is doing the things that people think just happens. So when you're going down the highway and you see a new development, you see a new restaurant or a new business opening up, many people think that just kind of appeared out of nowhere. But there's a long process between when that first phone call takes place to when that building goes out of the ground and people are hired and people are enjoying the new business. The comprehensive master plan is that guide that not only tells staff and elected officials on what the vision is for any of the areas within the plan, but it also shows developers that the city has buy-in for these types of developments and where those developments can take place. So it's a real critical document on both sides of the table.
Okay.
Now, likewise, the updated comprehensive master plan touches on the redevelopment potential of Old Seabrook, but it only touches on it because the city is currently engaged in an update specifically to the Old Seabrook area through the Livable Centers grant. So that study is looking at the diversity of the businesses and the residents and the opportunities for tourism in Old Seabrook, but it does it in a way that does not push out the small businesses or the mom and pops. Instead, it helps to create a master plan for letting those businesses thrive while encouraging new business growth in the community. So the comprehensive master plan and the Livable Centers plan, they do both of those things. They help bring in new businesses to the area and encourage the growth, the smart growth that we want to see for our community. Okay. I think both of these studies are available online,
That
right?
is correct. Yeah, that's right, Paul. To read more about the comprehensive master plan, go to seabrooktx.gov. Also, to check out any documentation on the Old Seabrook Livable Center study, as you mentioned, go to oldseabrookdistrict.com to check out what's posted there. And as always, you can follow the link in the description or follow the City of Seabrook on social media for all the latest updates.
Nice. Moving on, let's talk about the available commercial real estate around the city. And, we were just talking about Old Seabrook, so let's start there.
Okay. In Old Seabrook, first off, we have 1110 Hall Avenue. This is a greenfield site that's next to Merlion Thai Restaurant.
Oh, yeah. And for our listeners, as a reminder, greenfield sites are pieces of property in the city that are green. They've had no development there whatsoever. So it's a clean slate of a piece of property ready for a business to plant its roots at that site.
Correct. And it's rooted right here in Old Seabrook,
All right.
1110 Hall Avenue. It is 31,250 square feet, 0.72 acres. It's the perfect size and location for an evening or a late night restaurant and bar.
Okay.
The site is currently being held by the city as an incentive for prospecting, which is a common tool for targeted business development.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Many communities will do that when they want to encourage and kind of help shape the destiny of a certain location. What about on 146? Do we have anything available there that we want to highlight?
Yes. Going along State Highway 146, we have 3 sites that are available for sale for commercial or retail development. Do you know where Habaneros Tacos is?
Yeah. On Hialeah?
On Hialeah. Yeah, it's right in front of them.
Okay.
The 3 sites that are available. Together, all 3 sites add up to 34,670 square feet or 0.8 acres. The site has a curb cut off of State Highway 146 frontage road, and it's a perfect, highly visible area for a QSR, quick service restaurant.
What's an example of a quick service restaurant?
It's like a Schlotzsky's.
Okay. Very good. Well, I hope we get to talk about Slotsky some more.
Oh, we will.
All right. And anything else that we want to highlight in today's
We
episode?
do.
Okay.
We have one more to highlight. Our third and final site to discuss in this episode is located at 2900 NASA Road 1. This 5-acre piece is available for sale, and it's located behind Lakeside Plaza.
Lakeside Plaza.
It's on NASA Road 1 where Iguana Ranas is at and Wong Chef is at.
Oh, yeah. So it's that big piece of property behind it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, 2900 NASA. And it's also a greenfield site that's perfectly situated for office space development, especially medical offices.
Yeah, I could see that, especially because we don't really have a medical center here in Seabrook. It's a great central location to serve that need.
Yeah, and we also have Chesapeake Bay, which is a luxury active senior community, and it's directly next to this piece.
Oh, yeah.
So it would be very ideal to have medical offices nearby.
True. Well, let's talk about some of the stuff going on in Seabrook that everybody wants to know, and that's
New restaurants.
Woo! Well, what we have is Jack in the Box. So they've announced their location, which is going to be at 146 in Meyer, right across the street from McDonald's. So we're excited to see them located there. Popeyes has also announced that they're going to be located at the Miramar Shopping Center.
Okay.
And
Drum roll.
ooh, Taco Bell! Both of those are going to be located at Miramar Shopping Center, and they've got clearance ready to go, so we're excited.
Exciting.
Yeah, we're excited to see them go vertical and check out their awesome menu. Now, all 3 of those sites, all 3 of those restaurants, QSRs is what they're called.
QSRs, quick service restaurants.
They're going to be smaller footprints, to kind of accommodate some of the newer trends in the fast food industry. And, we learned a lot about that at a trade show that you and I attended in Austin at the beginning of September. That's called Retail Live. Retail Live was held in downtown Austin beginning of September. Had over 75 retail and restaurant prospects and representatives at that particular conference. And it was interesting to go there to kind of see the excitement and the buzz of all the different people who were there representing these different types of businesses, because the Retail Live show that we went to was targeted specifically to the Texas market. So these are businesses that are actively looking for sites and actively expanding into Texas. We visited 40 different prospects while we were there. And some of them included
Dutch Brothers Coffee,
Jamba Juice,
Sonic,
Buff City Soap.
What's that, Paul?
Buff City Soap, that's an interesting new concept that's coming out in retail. And not only do they sell like bath and body type products, but they also have a station where you can combine fragrances and scents to create your own soap creation.
Wow.
So yeah,
okay.
they make these little bars of soap. They're really cool. And they had a couple of samples there, but yeah, Buff City Soap.
Okay, Jersey Mike's.
Oh, and Smoothie King.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And we also visited with Schlotzsky's.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And Arby's.
Right. And what's this other one here?
Zaxby's Chicken.
Oh, the chicken place. Right. And
Drum roll.
Another drum roll for
Whataburger.
We visited with them last year, and they weren't too hot on the Seabrook market. Even though they were here, they had to leave because of the highways expansion. But now that the highways expansion project is nearing completion, they're still on target to end by the
end of December.
End of December 2023.
Yeah.
So now that everybody can see the patterns forming, the traffic flow, and all that going on with the highways expansion, and it's getting close to being done. So now people like Whataburger, or restaurants like Whataburger, and all these other different prospects, they're starting to see that this is actually getting close to being done. So now they're really taking a close eye on sites that are available along the highway,
Right.
as well as NASA Parkway. But they're taking a real close look at that for their prospects and for their site locations. So, even though last year Whataburger was like, well, maybe not, this year they're like, we do need to come back to Seabrook. Let's look at some options. So
Right.
we're super excited about that.
Yep. And Sonic.
And Sonic.
Yeah,
right.
because
They
we
were
lost
also
Sonic
there.
as well.
Yeah,
Off of 146. Yeah. So
Even though we met with all these different prospects, how about you, listener? How about you? What would you like to see? What restaurant prospects or what retail prospects would you like to see us pursue for our community? Drop us a line at edc@seabrooktx.gov and let us know some of your favorite restaurants or retail experiences that you think would be a great fit for our community, and we'll go after them.
yeah. As always, thank you for listening to us. Follow us on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/showcase/Seabrook-EDC.
Subscribe and follow to our podcast for future episodes.
Or send us a message at edc@seabrooktx.gov.
Again, thank you very much. I'm Paul Chavez.
And I'm Patricia Patel.
Thank you very much.